Ladies and gentlemen, the first show of the year, the Clem and Claw Show, the second and fourth Mondays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central Time, 6:30 on the Pacific Standard Time. And for all our overseas viewers, some of y'all people right now, it's morning time in London. I know that much, and everywhere else around the world, pretty much. And yeah, people, like we said, this is the first show of the year, man. Hope everybody had a good New Year's. Hope y'all didn't party too much. Y'all New Year's resolutions are pretty much gonna be gone. I'm saying that now. I didn't make any because there was no point in doing it. What you saying, boss?
My resolution is usually not to make any. So, but I think we did on the last episode mention a few that we said that we were going to do. I know for me, I was going to produce a fight, at least produce at
Yep,
least one match this year, and I think you said
yep,
you're going to do a full-fledged sponsorship.
correct.
So I'm sure your DMs is going to be blowing up this year of talent that wants you to fully sponsor a fight.
You're correct. You're correct. I have a surprise for next week. I ain't gonna say it on this. When
Mm,
our special guest comes, you will see. That's next week. I mean, 2 weeks from now, not next week. I ain't
okay.
gonna say it. Actually,
Okay.
you already know because it's blowing up the X sphere already. But everybody else who
Right.
doesn't know, y'all already know. So I'll leave it
Right.
there.
Yeah. So next week should be a great episode. I mean, not next week. The next episode on the
2 weeks from now
22nd.
is gonna be fire, people.
Yes.
So we have a
Yes.
special guest. It's I think it's been confirmed now because I talked to her too, just like you did.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
So,
And then,
anyways,
but once we put it out there, I will rival. It's kind of hard to say because we've had some great episodes and some good numbers overall, but
yep.
I think this would be probably one of the top three or top five. This will be our Cat
Yeah.
Williams episode. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. But
We're
I
getting
think,
there. I'm gonna let you finish that up.
yeah, so Cat Williams, you know, ain't quite there yet, but um,
I do have some
yeah,
Cat 5 news
okay.
besides the surprise. There's other stuff. All of a sudden, the Vidiots are desperate, as you would call them. The Vidiots are desperate because some
Um,
fights have been produced, and there's been some rumors that are not true. One of them is Fiona versus Queen Gia Love. For the record, that's not happening, according to Queen Gia Love. So for some of you people who started rumors, X Lock, I have to throw you under the bus because this was you who started that. And they pretty much came out and said, no, that fight's not happening. The Queen Gia versus Fiona Ryder thing. That was one of the rumors that happened, supposedly. And she came out and said, we haven't had no negotiations. We're not talking. None of that stuff. So people don't get your hopes up. Let the producers do their thing. If it happens in due time, they will say it, not you guys
uh,
making rumors up.
okay.
They're
All
village
right.
idiots. I'll shut up.
I feel otherwise, but okay. Well, look, we'll
I know I
discuss
have to
that
get
on
that. I
sidebar.
know I have to. Hey, this is a new year. I got this year. This year. One of my things is I'll tell the truth. I don't care. I do not care anymore. Right? I really do not care. I'm gonna speak
We're
how
going to
I
work
feel.
on
If it offends you, bye.
Okay.
So that out of the way. Other news. It looks like Cast Review said he's trying to do something this year, from what I read. So he's trying to do
Okay.
something.
Okay. I did see that.
He definitely said he's trying to do something.
Then Slap City said that they were going to try to do something as well.
Yeah, he said he's coming back. He says he's coming back this year. He said he had some personal things, and when it goes to personal stuff, we don't condone it. We're not talking
Right.
about it.
And
It's just
life
business.
stuff comes up. It's life.
People, life happens. We say this all
Life
the
be
time.
life.
Life happens, and life does happen.
Life be
So
life.
there's that. So yes, Slap City, you're right. That will happen. So that's going to happen also. Also, our friends at Catfight and More, they're talking about bringing catfights for this year too. I saw
Who?
some people that they put on there.
Who?
The one with Jade, the one with Jade, Amber, all that group. I forgot the name of their group, but they're catfight group in Mexico City. So they're trying to bring up something.
Oh, CLF? Not CLF.
Yeah, you're right. It is CLF.
CLF.
I'm not talking about Rodolfo, not
Okay.
him.
Oh,
The
not him.
CLF
Oh,
group is trying to come back. Not Rodolfo. I haven't heard anything from Rodolfo yet. But the CLF group is trying to they were putting out ladies who they want as potential catfight people. They didn't say when, but they're they're starting off the year with a a suggestion. We'll see.
Okay.
So as Claus Webb said, this year might be the year, might be the bounce back year. There's already people already putting out stuff. I'm not saying all this stuff is official yet. Check the
Right.
space, but it's starting better than it was last year because last year was a down year.
Right.
Let's be serious. Let's keep it real.
Right. Friend of the program,
Uh,
Reagan, we know she put out some power driver matches
yeah, he
this
did
week.
today. Today, I got an email. The Power Driver series, like you said, I think it was her and Peyton and some other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that.
Power driver
So
series.
yeah, people check their spaces, people. And for people who were expecting Sarah Brooks to do a competitive cat fight, that won't happen yet. Although she's going against a lady in Italy named Pamela. I think they're doing something. I don't know what it is. Let's not read too much into it. People were hoping that they'll do a
I
cat
did,
fight with those two,
okay.
but that's not happening this time. Sorry, people. Sorry to bust your bubbles. I gotta tell everything that happens on the X or Twitter, what the heck they call it now.
My thing though is
Whatever they
so
call it now.
my
Like,
thing though, as you know, it can change on a dime. Just like the
I
Gila
know.
Fiona thing. That could change on a dime. 2 days from now. They may
True.
finally talk and
True.
so it's just at the
True.
time. It the me it just it's so much it's beginning of the year with post Christmas and you have a lot of traffic and people trying to figure out, okay,
Correct.
what are we going to go ahead and do? Because I'm even dealing
True.
with that. I'm having talent, flood my inbox that haven't heard from in months or things of that nature, or like, yeah, we're interested. And then they hear anything for months, and then it's like all of a sudden, they're like, oh, okay. So, but I think that happens a lot at this time because again,
Yep.
January and February is one of the ones. If when you're in the talent business, you know
Hmm.
you got to get some. Because once you hit spring break and things start warming back up, yeah. But
Yep.
I think that takes care of itself. I think January, February right now, I think is where you can get. Excuse me. I think we'll see a
Right.
lot more newer spaces. People right now is just trying to position themselves and get stuff ready.
Gotcha.
If not to shoot now, is at least to shoot in the next couple of months, at least before Memorial Day. I'll put it that way. At least before that.
I agree with you. It's looking like it. Also, if y'all saw some videos of shortstop, I think she had video of her versus Valor Catfights. It's a clip, but at least it's that.
Yep.
I can't read too much. I'm not reading too much into it. I'm just saying there's a clip out there on her Twitter page. That's all I want to say. I'm reading nothing more than that.
Look good.
So at least we now know she actually fought someone of name because everybody knows Valor is on our Catfighters of list program. So
Right.
we at least know she's fought somebody.
Right. And the
At
fact
least.
of her going down to wherever the meetup was, that speaks volumes because one, this ain't exactly the thing. All right, well, we just doing an open invite and anybody can show up. So there had to be some legwork
Correct.
into being down there. And then two, not only accepted the invite to come or however they did it, meaning they had to show up and then you know, just try your hand at it. Before I would definitely would do it like a dark match too, just to roll around and see where you at. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you can ask for. So at least for
Well,
any of the fans, those of us, we're fine. The idiots, whatever. The idiots that don't know if she's real or if she's legit or whatever, just just that clip alone should be just far enough to let folks know she
that
really
clip
wants to
alone will
take
tell you
this
she's a legit.
to another. Yeah, that you want to take this to another level. When you get to the point where you crossing state lines to go do it and getting out your area or whatever, you shown the ability that you want to do that. Then that's where it's like, okay, that's where your overseas cats and sponsors and stuff be like, all right, well then you legit. It's almost like you shown enough to where it's like now whether you win or not, that's a whole nother matter. But the fact of the
True.
thing that I like about this community is one that if you just put forth the effort to try to do it, you'll find somebody to sponsor. You'll
Yep.
find somebody to um
Yep.
You'll find somebody to put you on, as they say. Yeah.
Facts. So yeah, so that video came out. That came out today actually. So that video came out. There was
But
also
I
another
think there was
video.
already another clip. There was already a clip out there. I
Yep.
don't think I've seen that
Yep.
particular. It might have been that particular clip, but I think we have seen that.
Yeah, it
If you
was.
just been paying attention, you've seen it before. So it wasn't like I'm like, oh, okay, that clip came back out again. That's all right.
Yeah, well that clip was today because when I went back to my thing, I looked. It was like 10 or 11 hours ago. So that was today, early in the
But
morning
what
at
I'm
some
saying
point.
is, I believe I've seen because I remember seeing a video clip about that length weeks back.
You did,
Because
but this was a little bit longer compared to that one. You did.
okay,
This one's a little longer. This
okay,
one, I think the one you saw with her, that was 15 seconds. This one's like almost 30. So a little bit more, but
yeah.
I would say it's like an update clip more
It
than
almost looked like the same fall, if you ask me.
I
But
think you're right.
I could be wrong.
You could be. It don't matter.
Excuse me.
It don't
Forgive
matter.
me.
I think during that speaking of that event, there was a lot of people. I think there was a clip of Sarah and Queen Gia Love was going at it too. So there was a clip on that too. So during that
I
event,
remember a still picture. I don't remember a clip. I
maybe
remember a
okay.
still
So it's a
picture.
still picture.
I don't
Still
remember a
picture. My
clip.
bad.
Cause that would have been a
It's
whole
not a
different
clip. It's
thing.
a still.
That would have sent the whole thing. That's why I said Clem, you gotta get it right. Just go do it. Get it right.
It's a still picture. Anyways,
I
the
remember
point
a
of it
still
is, you know how
picture.
these people are, right? You know how this community is. If you see Sarah and Gia, these are the two most famous people right now, currently. Let's be serious. The two most famous people in this thing. So you know they're gonna say stuff
So the fact that you had
eventually.
Sarah, you had Gia there, and you have Valor and
I think
um
Bella was over there too. Bella Lux, she was there too. I think the four of them were there. I saw something else. I saw a still
okay,
picture of her and Queen Gia too. So
okay.
it looked like they were having a time. At least those
Well,
four. It looked like they were.
well,
I
I
know it's
mean, hey,
private, but
that
I
would
see.
be the convention, the catfight convention. It's like me and the minds calling in the camps. Everybody get together and they go to the rendezvous place. Where they have it. You know,
So, guys, let's be happy with the still pictures and the clips. I don't foresee any videos coming of that since this is all private stuff. I do not see it, but just be happy that we see something. People, they didn't have to. They didn't have to pull out any of these things. They just,
right?
I'm talking about the main people. They didn't have to, but they did.
Cool.
So we're good there. Let's see what else. So yeah, we're off to a pretty good start in a cat fight. At least rumors wise, nothing of note yet. But keep your eyes closed, like the man said. Maybe by the time we get to like you said, before we get to Memorial Day, there'll be something. Maybe before Easter, just to throw that out. So there's
Yep.
that. What else we got? I'm trying to see what else made news today. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the catfight news. I ain't got not much more to say there. That's it
Yep.
there.
And we didn't even get 15 minutes. Ah.
Uh, did you post that list of yours yet, or did you forget about it?
I didn't forget about it. Just with the holidays and everything,
The
just
timing
ripping
was
and
not
running.
good.
Yeah, it just. I may just do that just to drum up stuff for the next one. Yeah, because I
Yeah, I
apologize
know.
for that, not
You're
having it
okay.
up. And then the
No need to
weird
apologize.
thing,
You've been busy.
the
You've been
weird
busy.
thing was, I don't know, because the whole point of setting the list was for so people will make a poll.
Correct.
What I may have to do is I may have to put the list in picture form and then make a
That work.
poll off of it. The reason why I say that is because when I was trying to play around with X, they made changes and stuff like that since they
They have.
changed over from Twitter to X. Trying to tag somebody twice, like for example, because my original one was list the people in the eight that you have, list the people in the eight I have, and then have a poll. People vote which list they thought was better.
Yep.
Well, the problem is I don't think you can tag the same people twice
Yeah, you
inside
can.
the same post. So,
Correct.
so what I'm going to have to do, and when I say in picture form, create a graphic, write yours,
Hmm.
write mine, tag all eight people or so, and then put a
Uh-huh.
poll. I can put a poll off of the graphic. Not unlike when you
That's
see
how that works.
people they'll show two people and they'll say, "Who do you think going to win? The girl on the left, girl on the right." I think that's the
Yeah,
only way
correct.
I can do it because when I was trying to play with it earlier, it wouldn't let me like type it out, list it. I'm going to have to create a graphic, so which is fine, and that's why I was
Right.
like, you know what, I just do it later. I was just hoping I'll be able to plop, 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 plop. Nah,
Correct.
so ugh,
Yeah, people. Today, like we said, today's a short show. Like we said, we give y'all a little bit of a teaser. Tomorrow, the 2 weeks from now is gonna be a longer show for sure. We're just saying that right now because there's
definitely
some
it's gonna
stuff.
be
But
long.
right now, we're just giving you guys a little bit of what is going to somewhat happen this year. This is just the first show, so there's not much to speak on at the moment.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm glad to see we made it over to 2024. Glad to see. Like I said, I think the industry's in a good place for this year. I
Yep,
think this year we will see a lot of new talent. I think take the stage and take the
I
stage and be
agree.
forces to be reckoned with.
I
I'm
agree.
going to predict, and this is just from all the rumblings and stuff that's around. I think this
Hmm.
year, when it all shakes out, we will have the top 8 that we have.
It will change big
Oh,
time.
it definitely will change by the
It
end
ain't
of
gonna
the
be the
year.
same. I'll say that now.
I'm going to say, I personally believe, at least with my list, I think there will only be by the time we're gonna post it again. Okay, for everybody, I will post it. We'll post the 8. I need to confirm your 8 again because I know I have mine. I was like, ooh, let me confirm yours, or else I gotta go back to the old video and try to dig
Okay,
that
so my eight again. I
out.
have Queen Gia Love as number one.
Okay,
Reagan's two.
okay,
Who did I have as three? Three, I had who did I? Oh, Kara or Shakira was three.
okay.
Number four, I had. Did I have Peyton or Paris? I had one of them.
I'm
I'm
thinking,
trying to remember.
Clem, when you gonna call out the list, I'm thinking you already had it written down, dude.
No, I haven't written this down, man.
Well, then why are you even? That's what. If you don't remember the list,
Dude, I'm like you. I had the whole weekend off. I have family. I'm not thinking about writing no dang list.
well, but my thing was is then you could have just let me just go ahead and be, and I was just gonna go back afterwards and then just go back, look through and see what we both said, and then
I
just
know,
post
I
that.
know we had, I know we had Lynn. I know I had Lynn at eight. I know that much. I'm trying to remember what 7 and 6 was. I know that I had Peyton and Paris 4 or 5, 4 or 5, either one. I'm trying to see who I had six. Oh yeah, sorry, Valor was seven. So I have Valor at seven. This is it's starting to come back slowly, man. So I had Lynn at eight. I had Valor at seven. I had oh yeah, I had Peyton at four. I had Paris at five, and I had Little Rampage. That's what it was. Little Rampage was six.
So yeah, Gia Love at 1, Reagan at 2, Shakar at 3.
Yep. And I had
Who
Peyton at four,
okay,
Paris at five, Little
Paris at
Rampage was six,
5. All right,
and then I had seven was Valor, and I had Lynn at eight. I remember
okay,
now. Let's come back. That's what I
okay,
had. Yours
okay.
was slightly different.
I had Reagan at 1, Gia at 2, because I wrote mine down. I had Shakar at 3, Peyton at 4. I had Rampage at 5, Paris at 6,
Yeah, that's right. Me
Valor
and you
at
switched.
7, Lynn at 8. So we only have
Yeah,
4 of them in different spots.
yeah, that's correct. So that was mine. What the heck is my pencil at?
So,
Give me
but
a minute. I'm
I
about to find my
predict,
pencil or something right.
yeah, so I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. So as we wait for Clem to come back, I
I'll
think
come
one.
back in a minute once I find
Oh, can
my
you hear me?
freaking. Oh, there it is. Found it. Go ahead. I'm back now.
I
Found
think
it.
this is my prediction. Just looking at
I'm
this
I'm,
list, looking
I'm
at this
reading.
list, I only think 3 ladies. I'm not gonna make a prediction which 3. I just think it's
Go ahead.
only gonna be 3 ladies that's on my list. It's gonna be on my list this time next year. By the time we get to the end of the year, I think
You
only
said
3
three.
of them.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm not saying any names either. I'm gonna make a prediction. You said three. I'm gonna say four, just to be different. I have 4.
Whoop-de-doo.
No, I'm not. Moving on. Actually, on this
Whoop-de-doo.
list, I'm trying to see who's gonna be a newcomer. The newcomer of the year, I'm going to make a prediction on newcomer of the year. I am making a prediction on newcomer of the year. She is currently, as everybody's seen, y'all. If y'all been paying attention to the show, you know who I'm talking about for newcomer of the year.
Then newcomer got to be somebody they ain't never fought.
Oh, she's fought, but she's not current until now. She will be on the scene this
Then
year.
that's not newcomer. Then that would be comeback.
Let me think
Now,
who it might.
newcomer got to be somebody that have never done a cat fight that's been put out for sale for the general public.
I'm trying to think in my head. I have a few in my head that I haven't.
So this is why I say I did, because you're gonna have somebody come out that had not done anything before. Just like the year Sexy Wife came out, and when ain't nobody see this shit came out blazing. You're gonna have somebody come back that's been off from the list. Somebody that come back. That takes up 2 slots. And to me, there's usually with the changeover, there's always at least 2 to 3 days. They either retire or just didn't fight. Like one name we don't have on the list, Sarah. Another name we don't have on the list, Laura Cross. You know, they felt
Yeah.
they didn't do anything, so they're off. But as soon as they do something and they perform well, chances are they're right back on the list. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm looking. I'm like, I think there's going to be at least, I want to say at most 3.
Okay.
At most 3, because I'm looking. I'm
Okay.
like, at most 3.
Hmm.
But this is
Hmm.
this is where it starts. We'll see how many of it. That's just me. I don't think it'd be more than 3. And you're gonna say 4.
Okay.
Okay, whoop de doo. I'm like,
Get up.
I'm like, if you're gonna be ballsy, either go 1 or 5. Don't go 2 or 4. What is that?
Oh, you took my other answer. I was gonna say 2.
No, don't do that. What?
I can't say 1 because there's gonna be more than one,
Right.
and the
So
number is gonna be more than
5 would
one.
be ballsy to say.
I don't see 5. I can't see. I don't see 5, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't see 5. I
You
don't.
don't you don't see 5 of them say. Well, if you want your
No.
4, I'll let you have your 4. But I'm like, really, dude?
I'm gonna. I know this cat fight hasn't happened. I'm gonna go ahead
You
and
be
predict one. I know this sounds crazy and
boy, you
outrageous, but I'm
show
going out
you
there.
be hedging. This man be hedging bet so bad. Ladies in America, this man be hedging bet.
What? What?
You hedging bet. That's why you a Cowboys fan. You be hedging bet so bad.
I don't hedge my bets. When it comes to my Cowboys fan, I'm all in with my Cowboys, man. When they're not doing good, I tell the facts. I'm not like all these lukewarm Cowboy fans who are like, oh, we had a great year, win the Super Bowl, then we had a great year. That's facts. I'm not doing that. That's not
uh,
That's not hedging bets. That's telling it as it is.
uh,
I have high expectations for this dang team. They know what they have to do. Win the Super Bowl. You've had a great year. Other than that, failure. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Oh, we were 12-5. We made it to the NFC Championship game. I don't want to hear that. Win the Super Bowl.
well,
Then
y'all ain't made the championship game in a minute.
I know 30 years, boss. I know. Don't remind me. Don't remind me, man.
Uh,
30 years.
uh,
Don't remind me. Don't
uh,
remind me.
I mean,
That's a side
even
part.
even right. That's a sidebar. Yeah. Before we get too deep into that, but well, my Saints are out. But so I'm a day late, dollar short. You know, you need it. Day late, dollar short. I had a feeling the loss versus the Rams was going to come back to bite them.
And it
The
did.
loss of all the this too, you can make a case. Actually, I got one even better. The loss versus the Rams or the loss versus the Packers. When there was up, what, 27, and you put Jameis in and we lose, or
Yeah,
we was up 17
the game
nothing,
against the Packers
and we
cost them.
lose the game with Jameis Winston. I was
Yeah. That James Winston game cost you the Saints to get Packers. Y'all should have won that game. You were by like 20 or 24
any
points. You
if you
lost.
change either one of them two, I'm gonna say maybe more so about Green Bay because Green Bay. You beat Green Bay there. Now
You're
we
in.
hold the tiebreaker and we're in.
True.
We're
Yep.
in. We're in. The whole
True.
tiebreaker we in.
Okay, my prediction for Cat 5 of the year. I'm making an early prediction, and you had, and
Uh,
this was on your list. This is on your list. I'm not. I don't know. Hey, it's called prediction for a reason. I could be wrong, right or wrong. I'll deal with it. It's on your list. It's
all
gonna be
right, we're gonna put it on tape.
Paris versus Kiera. That is gonna be the Cat 5 of the year once it happens, or it has a chance to be. I'm saying that.
All right.
It's called a prediction. It's not called. It's not called being right or wrong.
I
I'll take
think
it
it would
wrong
be
or
a
right.
good fight. I think it'd be a good fight as of right now. Yeah.
Keyword. We're looking for good fights, not unrealistic cat fights. That's not gonna happen.
Now
I'm
I'll
looking at
put it this
realistic
way:
stuff.
is that the fight you would, and you just purely going off the 8.
Yes, I am.
You just purely, if you had to pick one, that would be the one. You okay? I'll play that game. I'll play that game. If I had to pick, that actually was a pretty good one. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of just picking from the 8.
yeah. I'm just speaking from the 8. I have others, but a couple of them are not on the list. I'll say that.
Well, see, I mean, if we want to do that, then you end up
No,
spiraling all over the place.
yeah, but I'm
But
talking.
we just try
I'm
to
going
keep it
off of
on
the
the
list.
8. We just try to keep it on
I
the
am
8.
keeping on the 8. I am.
I'm trying to because you actually picked a really good one. I'm trying to think of one I think would be a better fight than that. I legitly don't know who in this group would be a better fight. If I'm going to pick one, and I don't know if it would be a better fight, I know that they would both bring energy. That would be Peyton
Mhm.
versus Rampage.
There we go. Actually, that you know what? That actually that fight
Don't do it.
that fight might actually
Don't
that might
do it.
actually
No, stick with your choice.
I
Don't
am.
do it.
I'm bringing. I'm not. I am taking my choice. I'm just saying that that fight might be. I'm not saying it's better than that one, but it is on equal value.
I think your
But
fight is
I'm sticking with
the
mine.
better one.
Yeah,
Because
mine's the better. The one I picked is better, but it's on equal footing though.
Shakira and Paris, and this is why I would say this is it would be the better fight because of the
Yep.
size matchup. It's closer
Correct.
in resemblance
Correct.
to Peyton Rampage. Rampage can't help her size. She's small. She's fun size.
True.
So
True.
Rampage is gonna be more of a brawl, like a bowling ball kind of thing. I mean, she's
Agree.
got skills. I mean, she could do locks and holes and all that, but
Agree.
it just, I just wish to God there was somebody like literally her size and she could look eyeball to eyeball
I
and
agree
just
with you.
scrap her heart's content.
It's unfortunate,
That's just
right? I
me.
agree.
That's just me. Um, with Peyton, and I'm just trying to think because I mean we've seen G and Valor twice. A third match
Yeah, we have.
wouldn't be bad. I don't want to see
Third match.
Lynn fight anybody on this list.
I don't either.
Um,
Sorry, Lynn. No disrespect to you, but we don't want to see you. I don't want to say you're gonna get. Don't get me wrong. You be competitive. You bring good
oh,
spirit, good power,
she'll
but
bring. You know what? Lynn and Valor may be sneaky good.
hmm. Okay, I'm hearing you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Lynn,
I hear you out on this.
I, I just I just don't know who I would really want to see her against. To the point where I think she could win. She fight Reagan again, she gonna lose. She fight Gia, she gonna lose. She fight Shakira, she
Hmm.
definitely will lose.
Yep.
She did. She had a good match against Peyton. Her
Hmm.
against Rampage, I don't like the style. Her against
I don't
Paris,
either.
I don't like the size.
I don't like it either.
That's why I said
Mm-mm.
her versus Valor. Valor would be the only one that I would even
I agree with you.
realistically
Actually,
give her. I said okay
I
because
agree with you
Lynn.
there.
That's what I'm saying. Gia, we seen her fight Shakira. I don't think Gia and Rampage ever did get that fight off.
No, they did not.
Okay, we seen Gia versus Paris. We seen Gia versus Valor. We seen Gia.
Yeah, Gia
Gia.
versus
I don't think Gia ever fought
We saw that
Reagan.
fight.
Has Gia ever fought
Yeah.
Reagan? I don't think Gia's ever fought Reagan.
No, Gia has not fought Reagan. Gia has fought a lot of people, but I don't think she fought Reagan. You could make a case for that one.
You think the size difference maybe is a little too much though for Reagan?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think that's why it just.
Yes. Yes. Size difference is too much.
Did Gia fight Laura Cross?
No. That
Okay.
was another. That's another one. That's another
But
one.
see, that's the thing because they're on the smaller side though.
Yeah. Those who are on the smaller side.
But then again, you can make a case of Sarah Brooke. They both go fight. It just, I, it is. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
So Sarah Brooke, Reagan, and Laura Cross are almost almost the same range. Those three, like I said, on the
Now,
smaller side. Like you said, those three.
this would be sacrosanct, and they may come after me. I don't care. Despite
Go
the
ahead.
size difference, I think Reagan could beat Paris. I know there was talk about that when Paris first came on the scene, but the size wise, it's just not gonna work. It will almost be like when Reagan fought Kerry, just from a size standpoint. You
Yep.
fighting a girl that big, it just.
Yep.
But I think Reagan could win that. I legitimately think she could. I
You know what?
legitimately think she could.
Reagan as good as Paris is improved, from last year because we saw Paris improve big time. If you look
Right.
at her calf fights, Reagan has the experience. Reagan has the know-how, and she's also fought people she's fought Sarah Brooks, she's fought Laura Cross, she's fought the best. It's not like Reagan, and she's fought Peyton. So, and those people are on our list, by the way. Well, Sarah Cross is not, and Laura, those are not on the Reagan, but she's really fought Peyton, and she's on the list. Reagan has also fought Lynn. I know Lynn is new into it, but she's on the list. So everybody knows Reagan has a wealth of experience, and she also fought Carrie Spectrum. So she's fought the best of the best. It's not like she's
Right.
and she's not gonna be intimidated by what's her name? She's not gonna be intimidated by Paris Paris's height because she did fight Carrie Spectrum. Carrie Spectrum is pretty tall.
Now, my thing about Shakira, I just think it's too far. No. I think Paris would be a good kind of if she want to chop down the tree.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I agree with you on Carol. You gotta get the heck out of Baltimore, man. Come on now. You have to. I agree with you. She must get out of Baltimore. Have to.
But it's one of these things is that it was something that I heard I was watching one of the wrestling podcasts and they talk about in the business of making money, especially the WWE. And I think cat fights is no bet. It's going to be that war between who should fight and what fight is going to bring in money. I think if you do a Shakira Paris fight, that's going to bring in money because you got girls of big size and stature. And the last couple of fights, they both have done well. Even though I may could argue Gia, maybe Little Rampage may be a more technical fight.
Yeah, that's Based off what we saw, which one?
Fight?
Yeah, Gia and Little Rampage technical.
Maybe a more technically pleasing fight, but when it moved the numbers, because they're not 5'10", they're not 5'11". They don't look like the girls that you would see. Or better yet, I'm just gonna be honest. They don't look like the Foxy Combat / because it's more than just the domestic. It's international. The Foxy Combat /
DWW / Fighting Dolls.
Fighting Dolls / Fighting Divas. If you look at the list, the only two that look like they fit in there is Shakira and Paris. And we're gonna throw in somebody that was on honorable mention, Vika. You take away them three, who else even looks like Sarah Reagan, Laura Cross? They're all too small for them.
Correct.
It just
And now people, I'm gonna let the man run the credits because we're done now.
Yeah, we done.
We
We
somehow
got
got
it to
35
30
minutes
minutes.
out of it,
Yeah, I don't know how we.
but
I
we did.
am Close Web at X and IG.
Myself at Clem underscore Kufa on IG and Clem at Clem Kufa on X. And as we're rolling in, people, if you have any questions for our guest, our next guest coming up on the 22nd, make sure you contact my guy at Klaus Webb, or actually, yeah, send all your questions to him. Don't send your questions to send all your
Yeah,
questions to
send it
him.
to
And
me
please,
so I
people, make
can.
sure it's appropriate.
Yeah, so send
Please,
it to
people,
me.
appropriate questions, man. We don't appropriate questions, man.
Like
Please.
because if you don't, I'm not putting it up. Yeah,
Basically, if it's not appropriate, it's not going. It's not going up. Period. Forget him. It's not going up. Period. End of story.
next,
The
next
next episode is
episode.
January 22nd, 2024.
What to say?
I'm gonna let him
This
finish the intro. I'm
this would
done.
be the episode closest to my birthday. So yeah, so this will be the episode closest to my birthday. So yep.
I'll let you finish the show. I'm done.
Um, let me see. There was something else. Trying to see if I could post. Um, no, that's pretty much it. So everything else I got is for the sidebar.
All right, go ahead and wrap it up.
All right, and as always, live from the parts unknown. You have been watching the Clement Call Show. Here, second and fourth Mondays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until 2 weeks from now, we're looking for a lot of big things to happen between now and the next episode. So I'm expecting a good episode the next one. All right. See y'all later.